So for me, the definition of uncommon success means the following. It means freedom. Freedom to wake up in the morning and do what you want to do, where you want to do it, with whom you want to do it with. If you have the freedom to do those three things every single day, you are living your version of uncommon success. And that is what I want for people, because I've been living this for years, Cloris. You've been experiencing this as well. When you get to wake up in the morning, living in your zone of fire, doing what you want to do, where you want to do it, with whom you want to do it with, life is fantastic. Life is a great place to be. And that's exactly why I busted my little booty, 480 writing hours, Cloris, writing this book to bring you this 17-step roadmap that is going to get you to financial freedom and fulfillment. It's going to get you to your version of uncommon success. That is my pledge to you with this book.
So you said 17 steps, a roadmap. Why 17 steps? Why not 3 or 45 steps? How did you come up with that?
Great question. This book and this 17-step roadmap, it's a culmination of the 3,000 interviews that I've done over the past decade with the world's most successful entrepreneurs. My podcast, Entrepreneurs on Fire, has over 100 million listens, over 1.4 million listens every single month. I've been able to turn this media empire into a generating revenue machine with over 90 months in a row of over $100,000 of net profit in our business, which we detail out in our monthly income reports. And I say all this because I want you to know that I've been running a successful business for 8 years, but this book is not about that. This book is about the 3,000 guests that I've interviewed who are all successful. The thousands of hours that I've spent as a mentee in those conversations, being mentored by all of them, and then sitting down for those 480 hours that I talked about and writing down those 17 specific foundational principles. And let me even take a step back from there. I wrote down all of the principles, all of the foundational elements that everybody that's been on my show, that's an uncommonly successful entrepreneur, has in common. I wrote them all down. I combined the ones that were the same. I cut out the ones that didn't make sense. And that's what I was left with, Cloris. I was left with 17 foundational elements. I was left with 17 basic principles that every single person who I've interviewed, who I've learned from, who I've been educated by, has in their life. These 17 foundational principles. And I tried to make it 18, Cloris, because I'm like, that's an even number. There's not another step. I tried to make it 16. I'm like, that's a little less. That might be less overwhelming for people. Just 16 steps. I couldn't do it. There are 17 steps. This is a 17-step roadmap. Every single one of these steps is a foundational and mandatory and required step in your journey to financial freedom and fulfillment.